My name's Brent Withers. I work for DPA Architects as an associate, and we are the lead architects on the Rotorua Museum development.
My name's Bevan Wansborough. I'm with Watson Hughes Construction. I'm one of the site managers on here. We're getting ready to take the roof off this building. So at the moment we've built the scaffold around the outside. We've started with the shrink wrap through the outside, and we're about to draw the tent over the top.
The building is a very special building, built in 1908, so it's now 116 years old. So as kaitiaki, we have a responsibility to ensure that it remains in good condition going into the future. The building also houses artworks and travelling exhibitions and is a museum for local taonga. So there's another reason to ensure that there's robustness in the roof and its waterproofing details. The Marseille tile is a very robust roofing system and proven through age. So we're replacing the roof with a Marseille tile, but we're ensuring it's more robust by introducing a ventilated drained cavity system underneath. So we have the original rafters and the original sarking. That's being clad in plywood. So because we're taking the roof off, we're able to introduce a roof plane diaphragm, which helps with the seismic strengthening of the building. Over the top of that, we apply the membrane, a warm roof batten which runs vertically up and down the roof, and then the traditional Marseille tile batten and Marseille tile over the top. What that will do is help the roof cavity to breathe, so when the tiles get wet and absorb moisture, they dry out very quick, and should any moisture make it past the tiles to the roof cavity, it will either drain to the gutter system and the downpipes and be whisked away, or it will evaporate and be drawn up and out of the tile vents themselves, so that we end up with a dry roof. The original tiles on the Rotorua Museum were a Bridgewater tile, which was a black tile imported from the UK. In 1953 they were changed with locally made Monia Marseille tiles, a Marseille style clay tile. In 1953 to now, jeepers, how many years is it?
More than I can count.
71. The tiles were laid in 1953, that's 71 years old. An average life expectancy of a Marseille tile is about 50 years, so these tiles are beyond their useful life. And that's been reflected in the increase in maintenance recently with having to replace tiles. They have softened over the years and become delaminated, so that's the reason we need to replace them. So during the design phase, we needed to learn a lot about the building. And a couple of interesting things was Art the Wallman was a balneologist and specialises in health treatments with mineral waters. And he was tasked with the original design, and he travelled Europe looking at other health spas to influence and educate himself. But he was also incredibly astute, and it was some of his early decisions, I believe, are the reason we're standing here today and the building has survived. He really understood the local timbers and their durability, so he made the framing out of totara, which the building leaked from day one, but the timber was able to sustain the moisture introduced over that 116 years. It was also possibly the very first curtain wall system in New Zealand, yet to be verified, and possibly the lightweight pumice concrete walls were also a very first for New Zealand. There's 32,200 Marseille clay tiles on the roof, and Watson Hughes are tasked with replacing a good portion of those.
Yeah, we moved into this building, and first day I moved here, I walked through the building and thought, man, what an opportunity. This is an amazing building to work on. I feel very privileged to have been given the opportunity to work on this building. Some of the things you walk into, the workmanship from 1906, I couldn't imagine how my guys now could turn up with an electric saw and make some of the things these guys made with hand tools, maces, chisels. It's just an amazing building. One of the things that catches me is every time I tell someone I'm working on this building, they have a story. There's stories that go with this building from the time, particularly when it was a nightclub. Everybody from my generation talks of the nightclub days, but it's other things as well that you hear along the way. Those are the things that are going to live with me on this building. As far as the roof goes, it's a massive effort to tent this building. Just the scaffold alone is a major engineering feat. just to get it to this stage has taken a huge number of man hours. And then we've still got to start the actual physical work, and we're really looking forward to getting into that.